Hey y'all, it's Caitlin. So, I'm filming this on Monday the 21st, and today was the release of, or not really the release, but the day of the London Toy Fair, and Funko was there, and they've revealed a whole bunch of stuff, and I'm sure you guys have seen all of it. If you haven't, go check out Instagram, because it's there. But yeah, I want to go... I want to do this kind of like I did for the cons and just go with what I'm excited for. Now, we don't know how much of this, well, some of it we know that's going to be exclusive. Others, we don't know if it will be exclusive or not, when they're going to show up. We just think, pretty sure they're coming out sometime this year. And also, all of them say subject to license or agreement. Some of them we know are already locked in, because one of them's going to be out next week. But for the most part, we don't know if this is really going to be final. The ones that they probably have sculpts for, I would say, are pretty locked down. The few things that it's just the concept art, who knows. So, I just wanted to make that clear right off the bat for any newer collectors out there. This doesn't mean it's 100% set in stone, okay? It could all change. But before I do that, check it out. I got my FM shirt on. First time I'm rocking it on the channel. So if I remember, I will leave a link to Franklin's Teespring page, because he has quite a bit of designs. He's got a few with his YouTube logo on it, and then some that have like chase puns that I thought were adorable, but I chose the purple one. I like purple, and I didn't have any purple shirts. So I got Disc Pops pulled up. If you guys didn't know, Disc Funko, for some reason his blog on Instagram got blocked, got taken down by Instagram, and so he just made a new one, Disc Pops. So if you haven't figured it out yet, he's still there. He's still doing the exact same thing he always did. He's just under a different name now. So I'm going to go through all the pops that I am looking, or not just the pops, but the figures and things that I'm looking forward to the most. So the first thing they announced was the Batman wave. Now this is, it's 2019. Batman started in 1939, so he is 80 years old this year. Now we're getting, I believe they're calling it the Dawnbreaker. That's going to be out at Hot Topic pretty darn soon. And on the same page as the Dawnbreaker is the Owlman. So if you guys don't know, the Owlman is Batman's alternative alter ego from another dimension, where they're part of the Injustice Society, so they're the bad guys. So I'm hoping with Owlman that means we get Ultraman. I don't think we have an Ultraman pop yet. I'm pretty sure we don't. So hopefully we get him soon. We get Superwoman. I'm trying to think of the rest of their names. I've seen the movie. I may have read the comics. I'm not entirely sure. But I am very familiar with it, and they were in the DC Lego villain game. So if you play that game, you're familiar with these characters. So I'm very happy to see Owlman, and like I said, he's on the same page as Dawnbreaker, so I imagine that means it's going to be another Hot Topic exclusive. So it should be fairly easy to find. We're also getting an OG Batman, weird cow with the ears going that way, and I'm probably putting pictures here, so why am I explaining? Purple gloves, anyway. So, one more thing. Now, they do have a Michael Keaton Batman. Oh, by the way, right back to the original. Real quick. I just want to say, Bob Kane had very little to do with this. A lot of people look at Batman think, oh, Bob Kane invented him. No, he didn't. Bob Kane initially came up with the idea of a Batman. But it was Bill Finger, his friend, who came up with everything we know about Batman. The cape, the cowl, everything. Everything came from Bill Finger. Bob Kane took all the credit, because he was a lousy friend. But anyway, just wanted to point that out real quick. But I am super happy that we finally get an OG one. So I'm pretty sure we have a Superman OG already, if I'm not mistaken. I know we have the Wonder Woman. So this will make all three of them, so I'm very happy to see that. Now we need Green Lantern. So we have a retro Batman in a ride. It's a really old school, like 50s Batmobile. That thing looks pretty cool. And when I first started collecting, I tried to get all the Batmobiles. And I was fairly successful. I think I'm missing 1 or 2 from the olden days. So I'm happy to add that to my collection. The others, excuse me, I think was the Michael Keaton Batman, if I'm not mistaken. Those are cool, but the standard pop of just him alone is a little bit too boring for me. I like collecting Batman, but I like it Batman with some personality, okay? But if you're a fan of the Michael Keaton Batman, that's your pop. You want to get this pop. There's a movie moment with him and Joker. And then there's another movie moment. Now this one, I checked Funko's page. Original Funko's page. This one was not on it. But it still showed up at the same time as all the other reveals. So I don't know really what's going on with the movie moment with Retro Batman and Robin. I probably won't be getting it anyway, but it looks cool. It looks cool, but I'm just trying not to collect very many of the moments. So, because space. But anyway, so we're getting a new wave of Primal Age. And if you guys didn't know, they are making a comic book based on this. It won't be a comic book series. This past year, they started making 100-page specials. And they've been, instead of comic book shops, they've been exclusively to retail shops. A lot of them at Walmart. This one's going to be at Target. So it's going to be a 100-page issue with one main story and then a whole bunch of little stories all about the Primal Age that you can find at Target. So if you want interested in that, I know I am. I'll be looking for it, so you guys should too. But we're getting a crypto one, so it's more like, so it's like Battle Cat, you know. We have Superman and Bizarro. Their molds are extremely similar. The body of it, I think, is just flocked. And I love that Superman has a mace for a hand. That is awesome. We have a Flash. We have, who's that other one? It's like super small for me. I think it's King Shark. But wasn't King Shark in the other one? I'm gonna have to look that in a second. But you guys can see it here. We have Black Manta, and then we have a black and white Batman. Now, Batman has already been released, but this one's a Target exclusive because the Primal Ages are going to Target now instead of just Amazon. So that's always really good when you can go out and shop for them instead of hoping to find them online. To me, that's better. I don't know. Okay, and then they made a slew of Little Mermaid releases. So with the pops, we have Ariel at the end of the movie where she gets her legs back coming out of the water. So if you have the Finding Your Voice pop, I think this one would look really cool right next to it because those scenes were back to back, wasn't it? No, never mind. It's been years since I've watched that movie. No, that was in the beginning when she was, was it? I can't remember. I honestly can't remember. But anyway, but this would look cool in your Little Mermaid collection. Another one is Ariel in mermaid form, holding a bag of whatchamacallits, you know, her human treasures. So that's really cool. They have a new one of Ursula with her eels. Can't remember the name of the eels, but that one looks really cool. They're also making a 10-inch of Ursula. I'm probably talking so fast that I'm not putting pictures up. But Ursula with the Triton. And, you know, Triton and crown. I probably won't be getting that one, but it is really cool. And it makes sense, because didn't she grow a whole lot in that scene? It's been so long since I've seen that movie. We have Eric. Now, Eric's the only one I'm kind of like, why? Because, don't get me wrong, out of all the princes, Eric's one of my favorite. But we already have him in the Happily Ever After 2-pack. Okay? We got that in the Disney Treasures box right before it went to Hot Topic. So why don't we have any of the other princes? Okay, where's Prince Philip? Where's the Prince Charmings from Cinderella and Snow White? I don't understand. I mean, I do, because Eric, unlike Prince Charmings, they actually had a bigger part in the plot other than I'm just going to kiss you, pretty much, or dance with you. But Philip had a large spot in Sleeping Beauty, so I think Philip, Flynn Rider, Naveen, I think is the name for Tiana's. So all of those guys, I think they should need pops. And I think maybe Naveen has one in frog form, but, you know, prince form. Anyway, and we also have Scuttle and the chef. Definitely not getting the chef because I didn't like that guy in the movie in the beginning. May get Scuttle if I see him in like Hot Topic and it's like one of those buy two get one free deals or something like that. I'll go ahead and get him. Probably won't be getting any of the 5-star figures, just because I'm trying to limit myself to those. Let's see what else. They have, like I said, there's a lot of stuff coming out, just not stuff that I'm like super into. They did release a Lord of the Rings one, which is the Witch King on some kind of thing. I don't know. It's been too long since I've seen Lord of the Rings, but that one really does look cool, and I've been debating getting the Witch King, by itself. So I'm happy to have this one coming out. I may go ahead and get it. I don't know yet. But I'm leaning towards probably not. But at the same time, I'm still thinking about it because it looks really cool. But now this one is one that's just a concept art. So no like official images of the pops. But we're having Bewitched. That's pretty cool. I grew up watching that show. I loved it as a kid. I hate it now. Because when you look back on it, Darren was a bit of a jerk. I mean, his wife is a witch, and just because she's different, he pretty much bans her from using magic. She still does it anyway. Now, in his defense, Samantha is kind of all in on it. She loves him enough that she's willing to, give up her magic, sort of. She tries to do things the mortal way as much as she can, but she's still into using her magic. And when Tabitha was born, their daughter, she was really happy for like a split second that she was a witch instead of a mortal, but then Darren ruined it. So I am not a fan of Darren at all, but I love Samantha. Now they put her in like this pink dress. Now if you look at Endora, her mom, that's Endora. There is no doubt in your mind that is Endora. Okay, and she looks a lot like a Hocus Pocus character, but she looks like one of the witches from Hocus Pocus. But Samantha, she always wore that heart necklace, which I want to say was actually a gift from her real life husband. I'm not entirely sure, but I'm pretty sure that was the story behind that necklace, and she wore it every chance she got in the show. But Samantha did have a witch outfit. It was like Endora's, but it was green and black instead of green and purple. So I was, when I saw that, I thought, why didn't they use that instead? Maybe because she wasn't in like every episode like Endora was practically, but it would have distinguished her a little bit more than just a regular pop. And for the record, if that Darren pop was out of box, there is no way in heck anyone would guess who it was. No way in heck. But anyway, I'm definitely looking forward to those. I'm definitely getting Samantha and Endora. Still hoping they make Samantha in her robe, and also a 2-pack of Samantha and Sabrina. That needs to happen. Because they were played by the same actors. Elizabeth Montgomery played both of them. And also Aunt Clara, because she was one of my favorites. But anyway, another wave, the last wave that I'm super excited about, was Scooby-Doo. So we're getting a variant of Scooby and Shaggy holding sandwiches that fits them. I still wish it was, didn't Shaggy already have Scooby snacks? So I kind of wish Scooby had the Scooby snacks. The sandwich with Shaggy's cool. And then we get 4 different monsters. Now, I don't have any of the monsters so far. I don't have any of the Dwarves monsters, and I don't have the Creeper monster, which I really, really want. It was for Emerald City Comic Con like a couple years ago. But I really want that one. But we have the Green Phantom, the Witch Doctor, Space Kook, and the Dark Clown. So that's going to be really cool. I definitely want Space Kook, because I definitely remember that episode. It was one of my favorites. And the Dark Clown for the same reason. So, and the Green Phantom. I want them all. But anyway, I think that's really cool. I hope that they go on to do other variants of all the rest of the gang members as well. That sounds bad, gang member. Let's give me gang members as well. Because if you guys didn't know, So they made Dorbs of the Scooby-Doo characters, right? And we got Dorbs rides. I'm pointing to it right now. Fred in the Mystery Machine, but the Dorbs of Fred in that Mystery Machine, it's the one where he's wearing the white shirt with the blue stripe on the waist. Or not the waist, but, you know, mid-torso. So that's the What's New Scooby-Doo version of Fred. And that's the only What's New Scooby-Doo thing we've got. It still has just regular Scooby-Doo on the box, but you know that's what it is. So I'm kind of hoping eventually we get Daphne's What's New Scooby-Doo look, and so Velma's as well. Not too big a difference from the original ones, but still enough that I think it would be really cool to have. But anyway, so those are all the pops and releases from London Toy Fair that I am looking most forward to. And remember that just a month from now, sometime in February, will be the American New York Toy Fair. So Funko's going to be there as well. All these pops are probably going to be on display. The ones that they already have made, maybe on the display, as well as some others. Hopefully we get a look at those Addams Family pops that they've said were coming out. I'm really looking forward to them. But another thing I'm looking forward to, I'm going to be doing a video, or at least one video, maybe more, on the Toy Fair releases from New York, because there are several things that I'm interested in. One is Spin Master going to be there with the DC action figures. I don't know, because that's still fairly new to them, and I'm trying to think back on previous years. I don't think they've been at Toy Fair, because they're still a fairly small toy company. Hatchimals got them up there in space. Hatchimals made them jump up a little bit. I know they were at Comic-Con, but I don't know if they were at Toy Fair. Or wait, maybe it was the other way around. Maybe they were at Toy Fair and not Comic-Con. That may have been it. So they probably will be there. Okay, and the next one, I'm looking forward to the Hasbro booth for Toy Fair, because they're getting new Power Ranger action figures and stuff. So hopefully we'll be getting to see some really cool stuff from them as well. So anyway, guys, let me know what you think of the Funko releases. Let me know which one is your favorite and which one you're looking most forward to. And remember, like always, it's a community and not a competition. And I'll see y'all later. Bye.